This episode is brought to you by ElevateOS, the only all-in-one community operating system. ElevateOS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. I keep hearing this pithy, wonderful quote, kind in nature, that says, I won't replace you, but somebody who understands how to use AI will. And the myth, I call that a myth because I truly believe in my heart of hearts that at some point, the work that we know today, especially the task-oriented work or the rote and routine work, stuff that can easily be put into an artificial intelligence or automated workflow, or even centralized and highly automated workflows, so you still have some people, but not as many, will replace you. It's just the simple facts. And the accelerating pace of change as it relates to AI and the accelerating pace of use cases as it relates to AI, all of the things that are being built out there that you don't even see today, they're being built. A lot of skunk works in garage door back, in the garage work, like old days Apple computers and Microsoft and Netflix, all these things are built in somebody's garage. That's happening today. And it's happening at a pace that I don't think any of us can really appreciate. It's changing at a very rapid pace. And we talked about the pace of change before. Extended, but today things can change in the next 5 minutes. And sort of the evolution of property management and our ability as an organization or a space, an industry, our ability to leapfrog things that were built a month ago or 6 months ago or a year ago is accelerating at a tremendous pace. And the big punchline for all of that is that we will do property management with fewer humans than we did in the past. The past meaning like yesterday. And the accelerating pace and the reduction of force in the next 18 to 24 months, it's happening. And those who think that AI is not going to replace you, but it's rather going to be the person who uses AI that's going to replace you, is a pure myth in my mind. And it's almost borderline, it's a borderline disservice to people to have them believe that, to preach that into the multifamily ecosystem and have them believe it is a disservice to people in the industry. We have to upskill and reskill. And we have to get used to the idea that business in the future is going to be done at a breakneck pace with fewer people. It's just a fact. And I get it. I hear the people who make the arguments that our business is a relationship business and it's a face-to-face and it's consumer and it's all this stuff. But here's the deal. The people who live in apartments today, a large cohort of people who live in apartments today and are up and coming and will live in apartments tomorrow, meaning tomorrow or just a short few years from now, they were raised with technology. They were raised with this thing in their hands. They are used to doing business. In fact, they like to do business with not a lot of friction. And you know what people do? People cause friction, even in relationships that we think that this business is predicated on, cause friction in people's lives. Here's an example of friction. I call a property and I explain what my issue or my concern is. And they say they'll get back to me. They don't. So I call back and I talk to the second person who doesn't know what the first person knows. And so I have to re-explain myself. And so there's friction, right? Whereas if I talk to an automated agent and I express my problem, first and foremost, that automated agent is going to call me back, or they're going to just solve my problem. Or if I happen to call back and that same automated agent is going to have an archive of the data and it's going to get smart enough to make decisions, it's going to get smart enough to anticipate the call that you're going to make, and you don't even have to make the call because it's already anticipated that something's happened in your apartment and it just needs to be fixed. But please, please, please don't believe the myth that an agentic workforce or an agentic workforce is not going to replace or reduce headcount in multifamily space. It will. It already has. And it will continue to do that It's going to flow through the industry, and it's going to do so at a very breakneck pace. The groundswell has already happened. The tsunami of PropTech has already made landfall in the multifamily space. And that rush that's going back out to the ocean is wiping out all the stuff that isn't necessary anymore. And so when the ocean comes back in and it level sets itself, the landscape's going to look completely different. And the wreckage and the carnage and all of that stuff is going to be gone. Ocean will level set itself, and the landscape of the multifamily industry will look completely different, and it will have a lot fewer humans doing the work that we all do every day. It's just happening. And for us to think that it's not, or to position it right now as something that's just not going to happen or have the impact that you think it will in the future, is just misplaced thinking. It's misplaced thinking, in my opinion. It's one guy's opinion, but I think it's misplaced thinking on the part of others. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.